for every day that I have to practice patience through the peace of having faith that everything is working out for me. It's really hard when you're also reminded of the impermanence of life, impermanence of each day. Each day is not guaranteed. I think that's where a lot of our soul cravings come from, is just knowing all we have is today. Time isn't real. All we have is moments. And if we're not creating new moments that are special and memorable, then we find ourselves asking, where is the time gone? And sometimes when we're going through things, we have to be patient, because even if we have been working on manifesting our dreams, desires, our wants, and our needs, as we put that out there with our thoughts, it definitely takes time to rearrange into the 3D material world. And that can take time, which requires patience. But it also doesn't need time. There's quantum jumping, as people call it, where they're like, it can happen in a day. Yes and no. Yes and no. Anything that can happen will happen. And yes, it can happen in a day. I will say that the reason it doesn't happen in a day for most people is because we have so much inner work and resistance and beliefs that might not be serving us, that we have to take the time to recognize and rearrange. And the universe responds to our frequency. But if we're constantly up and down in our frequency, one day self doubt, the next day really high in faith, the next day back to victimhood, and then like, oh, I'm so, back to faith. Like, if you're up and down, you're giving the universe conflicting stories, and it's going to take longer for things to come around to you. And mostly the up and down is because you're still working through things, which that's that's even harder, because each day we're getting new things that we have to continue to process. So not only are we processing whatever's inside our DNA, whatever we have for past lifetimes that we weren't paying attention to, all that's coming through, plus what we're living in the moment. We have to make sure that we're processing that and not shoving it down. That's why it's important that we take time to meditate and allow the time and space that's needed to dive into the energies of our DNA and I say soul, but like, our soul outside of Earth is much bigger than kind of what we feel when we're here on Earth. Anyways, like, there's a lot to unpack. And it's very important that we take the time to unpack that intentionally. And the better that we get at doing that, and the better that we get at not shoving down new things coming up, then the faster things will appear for us, the faster we'll align, the least resistance that will be out there to things coming in, and you will be able to carry yourself with a better faith in day-to-day things, and things will start happening for you faster. So if maybe they're not happening as fast as you would like, it's either A, take some more time to really dig into those beliefs, dig into where the resistance is, and then B, maybe you just have really big dreams that it is taking some time to rearrange everything in your favor. But you have to remember that each day, even though you don't see what's going on, there are things happening in the unseen that are happening for you. And it's really hard when each day we close our eyes and each day we open our eyes, and it's a reset for us. It's a new day. And not everyone gets to see a new day. And so it's really hard to hold the patience and not get frustrated when things aren't working out for you. You just have to remember that they are working out for you, and you really just have to take it each day at a time and trust and have the faith that even if you go before your dreams are realized, you still did your best every day. Sorry, I did not. I did not expect that to come up. I lost a friend this week. doesn't get easier. You gather more tools and strength on how to deal with it, and you do gain experience, but just as unique as every person is. Each experience is a new experience. Think of the first time you went to go see something new. Maybe first time you saw the ocean, or maybe the first time you went to a Meow Wolf with someone, or a concert. Like, just think of something that you went to that was new and exciting, and whether it was a solo experience or with a person. Maybe it was a first date, dinner at a place, and then you had a really great time, all these emotions and chemicals going through, and later on down the road you want to repeat that experience, so you try to go back to the same place, and maybe with the same person or solo, or maybe the first time was solo and you try to take a new person, but like to share that experience that you had with them. But you're never going to get that first experience back. That first experience is always what it was, and each new experience is always each new experience. You're never going to have that same experience twice, no matter how hard you try to replicate it. And that's what it's like when people leave us. Even though it's the same experience that you've experienced, it's never the same as the other. Because each chord and connection with each person is different, and each set of memories with each person is different. Didn't expect this video to take a turn of grief, but I'm glad you got to witness my little exercise of how to regain composure. I'm going to stop there. My name's Deb. I'm having a human experience and sharing my experience to hopefully help you gain experience. Let's try this again. I am Deb. I'm having a human experience, sharing my experiences to help you gain confidence in yours. Have a beautiful day.